Hi, how you doing? Good day. Welcome to the chat. Oh dear. Apologies. Apologies for the timing, but welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing? Good to see each and every one of you on here. A big thank you to you, Mr. Mark. So, Mr. Mark Kirabo, so if I ever wanted to change my mind to say, no, this broadcast will not happen, you gave me a reason to think twice. Thank you, Mr. Mark Kirabo. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for beginning this broadcast. Thank you that way. A big thank you to Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much for being on this broadcast, as always, with us. Good. Thank you for being on here. It's good to have you on here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my people, depending on where you are in our voice. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you very much for being here. Osagwofo, how you doing? Mary Kimade. How you doing, Mary Kimade? Good to have you on this broadcast. Good to have each and every one of you on the broadcast. Welcome. Please do well to like this broadcast, share, invite someone onto the broadcast. Let us go. Please do well to support us. I mean, we do everything possible, everything to make sure that we run this broadcast every day. It's not easy putting everything together. So please do also encourage us by supporting us, talking to people about Nigeria, sharing our broadcast, liking, subscribing, turning on your notification bell, and of course, liking every broadcast. And also, like Mr. Makirabo and all of you that takes our time to support us, please, thank you. Thank you very much, Imam Etuk. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's like I'll just be doing vote of thanks so that people will just keep donating, right? But thank you. A big thank you. A big thank you to you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Let's see what I have for you, and you today. So I heard something today. I'm seeing you for the first time on this broadcast. Of course, I have given a big shout out to you. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for rapping. I don't even know what to say, but thank you so very much. I don't know why this gladdens my heart so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Marky. God bless you. God bless you. All right, so I saw something today, but before we get to that, let's pick other stories that has been circulated, that has gone viral, and that we need to talk about. All right. So first of all, I am talking about Tinubu. Yes, Tinubu, the former governor of Lagos State. That is where I am starting from. Are you ready? Pull your seat together. There's nothing unusual. Don't worry. I'm not going to uncover a rumor. Nothing unusual. But let's look at what APC has, so far. We should, know our candidates, representatives, our presidential candidates. We should know them and all the antics that they've pulled so far. Please excuse me. And the antics that they've pulled all so far. If there's anyone I am forgetting to mention, please do well to remind me. Do well to call my attention to it. All right, let's see what we have here first. So, yesterday, it was in the papers that Tinubu is, preparing to meet with diasporans, have conversations with them, and well, everyone on the broadcast yesterday was saying nobody wants to see him. After telling Nigerians to shut up their mouths, nobody wants to see him and all of that. But much later, this story was circulating. I'll try to get that picture up as soon as possible. All right, so we have that picture on there. That picture was circulating and Nigerians were confused. I said, what is happening? Has Tinubu gone back to, has he been able to get into the US? We thought we heard that, this is happening there. Now, in line with the, at this point, we don't even know what to take anymore, but we just have to be very careful with our candidates out there. So, this person on Twitter posted that his principal, he was very proud to post this. And this is by Kennedy Nosa. It says happening now at official about on a courtesy visit to US, to US President Joe Biden as part of his US on international engagements. goes on to say, Obidiots say Tinubu cannot visit US based on his indictment. He is there right now, live with the US president. Let your Obi visit too. Okay, okay. So he said that, and he angered, he brought upon he brought upon the entire APC that was, trying to conceal and deceive Nigerians that he has gotten or he dared to go to the US. And this video was zoomed into. Oh, they zoomed everything into the video. I'll bring the findings of this video later on to you. Let's move on to another story. This will be our last topic for the day. So quickly, please take our time to share this broadcast. Invite someone, let them know that we are on here, and it is a good topic. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. We also have the story from INEC. Today's supposed rugged though. Get people, invite, talk to somebody, let us, highlight all of these things on our table and let us dissect it. Welcome to this broadcast. If you're just joining us, welcome to the chat. Yes, welcome to the chat. Brother Nice, I have been looking for you. Where have you been?
Hello, Miss Sima, beautiful one. I'm here. I just chill out, just lay low for a while.
All right, Brother Nice, very necessary, but please don't stay far away. I've been looking for you. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
All right.
All right. All right. So, still talking about Tinubu. Wow, that is so. Another thing Tinubu has done this week. So, we got to know that the documentary that was carried out on Tinubu, the 12-year-old version of him, actually was a picture or is a picture of Donald Duke. How is it that they did not know? No. How is it that Tinubu did not know that the picture that they use is not his picture? How is it that Tinubu and Donald Duke, I mean, these two people so happens to look alike when they were younger? All right. See, the many, are we ready? Are we? Yeah, I mean, I know that I will forget some things. I really know that I will forget. So I'm saying that if I forget anything, bring it on. And do we also remember the fake? Okay, just here on our screen. Do we remember the fake bishop, the fake priest, and all of this? Nigerians, are we ready for APC? Is that truly what we want? Someone who will stoop to this point and allow his party. Yeah, of course, I know he probably will not be, but if these are your people, of course, the people that you'll be working with, the people you will bring into power will still be the same set of people who were able to go and rent fake bishops, the same set of people who photoshopped you into a setup with bidding, if not until, well, as your people call them, the obidiots, right? The obidiots went on ahead to zoom that picture to confirm. Let's see who are the idiots now. Who are the obidiots now? Nigerians, are we ready? Are we going to look at these things and still take on with these people? Okay, let's continue. If that is so, if that is what we are saying, let's see what the polls will say. It is 86 days to election, to the general election. How excited are we? How ready are we? Are the people, are they prepared enough? There's a video circulating of, I'm sure if you trace it down, it's going to be in line with the very recent rally. And you could tell these people were in the bus and they were being given 1,000 naira, all of them. Oh dear. See, if we're going to be having honest conversations, there is hunger in the land. We know that poverty has been weaponized against the people. Can the people hold on and say, this is who we want? Or will the people let go? Because every day counts. Every day they are weakened. Every day the government, I don't know, for some reason, for some reason, they put in so much effort to make life unbearable and very hard for Nigerians back home. So how will the people hold on to say, come rain, come sunshine, I will stand on my integrity? Or I'll just have to let go this 5,000 naira, at least make I chop my own way I see. I mean, we know that is like the mentality of some of these people. All right, we'll move on to another, but that's a question for each and every one of us. We'll move on to another story that we have on here. If you're just joining us, welcome to the chat. Now, 86 days to the presidential election. Are we ready as a country, as a people? Are we ready? What's happening? What's happening? Are we really, really ready? In about a minute, we'll be having a video from INEC coming up, and I really want the figures or the numbers to really, really go up so that this broadcast can travel far and wide. I want as many people on this broadcast before I play this video. So let's see how much on we can hold on for the people that are not here. Now let's talk about INEC. This is INEC's building, one of the INEC's building. This is the one in Ogun State, one of the INEC buildings that was raised, offices that was raised by fire. Now let's take a look at this picture. Let's assess this building. Let's assess the structure. And let's do what to remember that in our budget, when these people say they are trying to, have this structure, they factor in millions and billions of naira. All the projects that, how many are there? And not just how many are there and still being maintained, or they're just building and just, doing what they like with the rest. All right, United States today, I'll be dwelling mostly on Tinubu. Today, we are talking about Tinubu and INEC. And next time that we'll be doing this, we'll be looking at the other presidential candidates that we have running now. Talking about Tinubu, Festus Keyamo dared to come out to say that we will send Tinubu spokesperson to debate with you. APC tells Peter Obi. So in another words, they're trying to say, you, Peter Obi, the man of the people. That means you, Peter Obi, and the people. That is, in case you still don't understand, you, Peter Obi, and Nigerians. Una no rich. You people are beneath us. Our candidate is bigger than, I beg, who wants to employ somebody that is bigger than them? Who? Nobody does. Nigerians. Well, Tinubu and his team are telling us that, well, we're not rich for him, Tinubu, to come out and talk to us, that he will send one of his boys to come and talk to us because him now Jagaban and he not feel before us with it. Nigerians, 86 days to elections. Are you ready? Are you really, really ready? All right. Okay, we'll take this. Now, before we take this video, I don't want us to play this video just yet. Let's see what is happening in Zamfara State. So it is said that, well, not just it is said that, we already know this. During one of our newspaper review, we've taken the story in Zamfara State where communities, villagers come together, they save up money and they pay to bandits. Yes, so you heard me right. You heard me loud and clear. This is photos. Zamfara community reportedly pays 20 million naira cash to bandits to avoid being attacked. This very well goes on in places like Kaduna. Yes, this goes on very well in Kaduna communities, even where you have bandits settling issues, marital issues, land disputes, community disputes. You have bandits settling, they are paying bandits there. So Zamfara, well, this is even very annoying, vexing, because just a week before, the day the naira was to be unveiled, 5 persons were abducted in Zamfara, and they said that they were going to wait. They demanded for 5 million naira. No, last last they negotiated, and last they say 5 million naira last. Well, they were going to wait until the money is in circulation, and that's when they are going to release us, because they want the new naira. And just few days later, about 60 persons also were kidnapped in Zamfara State. Everybody's demanding for the new naira. I'm coming to see that there is a community that pays 20 million naira cash to bandits to avoid being, how rich are they in that community? But the fear, never seen me. All right. Well, we are hoping that the government will wake up to this menace, to all of this going on. I'll continue to cover myself with the blood of Jesus, because that is all the covering I have. And I trust God to come through for me. But then again, we cannot continue like this. Heaven help those who help themselves. If we as a nation say we want to continue with this government that in 7 years, they've destroyed, they've finished our reserve, there is nothing. God will help us if we are willing and ready to help ourselves. All right, and then there is another story that caught my attention, and it is really, 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 really sad. Just after some days, no, it can't be just after some days. It can't be just after some days. Well, this is really, really sad. Yeah, just a couple of days. What would that be yesterday? Where the presidency said, if you want to jackpot, then by all means jackpot. Wow. Then you get to wake up to see stories like this of three Nigerian stowaways rescued dehydrated after spending 11 days on the rudder of a ship. There is nothing appealing about this story. If you zoom into this picture, that space that has the red arrow, that's where you're, I mean, 11 days on the sea. People are willing to do anything and everything possible. I mean, if people are willing to do this, then the presidency should take back that statement and apologize to Nigerians for making Nigeria a living hell for people. You see, Brother Nice, Brother Nice, yeah, are you still
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
me?
Yeah, I'm with you, Miss Ima. I'm with you. Are you hearing me? Oh, you froze your network.
My network indeed. Please go on ahead. It's raining heavily over here. Just please go on ahead with your submission. I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. As you said Nigeria, the president should apologize to Nigeria. That is exactly what they're supposed to do. First of all, greeting to my panelists. I'm sorry for that. Forgot. The people on the comment section, Nigeria watch family around the globe. I say I welcome you all to the platform. Yeah. So the president is supposed to apologize to Nigerians for putting Nigeria into this kind of situation where people have to run and leave their mother's land, you know. So it's a very painful thing. It's not only Nigeria alone, it's all Africa. You understand? There was a story in I think it was Cote d'Ivoire, a little boy that entered into this thing, I don't know what they call it, the front tire of aeroplane. You know that hidden place when the flight take off. You see that
Yeah,
hole.
I
Yeah,
saw that story.
the boy went to hide inside. It is when he get to France, when the flight is about to land, the boy fell off. You know, so that is Africa for you. Our Africa leaders have already failed their people. You know, so it's just a pity. It's just a pity, Sister Emma, because you cannot see any European that will pass through all those kind of situations. It's difficult because their leader have done it for their people. It makes their people comfortable. They put their people first before they think of themselves. But in Africa, all man for himself in Africa, you know. And that continent is one of the richest continents in the world. But the people they are the most poorest people in the globe. You know, you see that the leader has failed. You know, they just that's why I still said it. If we want to make Africa a better place, if these white people don't come to our rescue, it's going to be difficult. A black man cannot take a black man from poverty. They don't have that spirit to lift their people out of poverty. Black man, you know. So I don't know, the way God creates a white man, black man is very different. The way of that thinking, the way
You
they
think
see
it's
things.
different, Brother Nice. You don't think it has to do with our mindset. But how did we even get there? So if we are saying it is the way God created us, or it is in every black man, is there hope for the black man?
That is why I'm saying that there is a hope for a black man that is willing to learn. You understand? There are some black men. If the first of all, you have to have conscience first, and if you still learn from what you see, like all those ones that used to come to Western world, those developed country, they see what they have here. You know, all this. Go and look at all those Arab leaders. These people, they learn from Western world. Look at Dubai, look at Qatar, look at Saudi Arabia. What do they have that experience from? They learn it from Western world here. Why is it that black man own is different? Because black man is not willing to learn. You know, first of all, it's just that they don't have conscience. That's the first thing. They don't have conscience. They don't love their people. They don't love their country. They don't love their self. That's just the truth. You know, just look at what is like what you just said now. That community, they went to give a ransom. They went to give money to bandits for bandits not to attack them. You know, that money that even the poor people in Nigeria, they need that money to feed. But Nigeria have that money to give to a bandit because of the situation of the country. A country where we have leaders, the leaders cannot secure the country for people to live freely, to live a better life. Everybody is for themselves in Nigeria now. You fight for yourself, you fight for yourself, you have to give electricity for yourself, you have to give water for yourself, you have to give infrastructure for yourself. Everything individual need to do it. It's just like a country where there is no government. You know, they made a mistake. I said it. Where this mistake came from is 2015, where they voted Buhari into power. That is where the mistake came from. The only way to solve this problem now, to redeem this problem, is to make sure they fight and make sure Peter Obi become the next president of Nigeria. If he's not, this problem is going to persist. You know, and nobody's ready. I don't think anybody's ready for that in Nigeria. For Tinubu and Atiku, I don't think nobody's ready. Anyone is ready for them. Because what is coming, it's not going to be easy. I'm just telling you. Nigeria situation, even me myself, I'm just fed up because everything is just somehow, you just anyhow. You cannot trust in the electoral process in Nigeria. INEC are doing their own. Look at the building where you just showed right now that INEC said they attack. Is that supposed to be an INEC office?
It doesn't look like any kind of protection was intended when they were even constructing that place.
I say, you see that kind of houses where they call face me, I face you house. Now I go put electoral arts, this thing put. Face me, I face you house, where they use mud sand till they build. Now I call their office. People were serious. That kind of institution were really serious. The kind building, the kind infrastructure safe, the kind concrete where you go to build the fence. Nobody feel break them. That's people were serious. You go use mud house, go put. So the money whether they give to INEC, what did they use the money do? The same looting. So they go loot half of the money, then they go use the remaining 10%. They will go use and they go build this thing. My sister, the corruption for that country, we don't know where we go start to eradicate that corruption. It's too much. Just crazy.
All right, Brother Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you for your submission. Really, really nice to have you on the broadcast today. Please don't stay away for too long. All right, thank you for being here. Okay, Dixon, Mama, you caught my attention. How you doing? All right, this is your questions, Ba. We'll find a good day to have these conversations. All right, but please can we stick to the topic? Thank you. Mr. Mark, oh dear. Why did you cancel your tickets? Let me know, share with us, please. But thank you for earlier. Thank you also to Etuk. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mary Kimade, for being on here. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for being on here. Mama Dearest, and you watching, hi. Please do what to like this broadcast. Please take out time to like this broadcast. Thank you very much. Okay, quickly, let's take this. Let's take another story since we are talking about INEC already. Let's take this tweet. There's this tweet trending by Oseni. Says, hi Oseni, please can we begin to interrogate why we cannot vote without the PVC, since the BVAS can authenticate voters without the PVC. Let me take that again. Says, hi Oseni, please can we begin to interrogate why we cannot vote without the PVC, since the BVAS can authenticate voters without the PVC. I'll play a video from from a training, with everything in preparation to the elections, training going on in different states. I have a video of one of them, and then you get to hear the step-by-step process, right? And it's amazing that, in this process stated, I couldn't find, one would find, or is yet to find a place where you are slotting the card in. Okay, let's just play this video. Please pay attention to this video, and we'll talk about it after the video.
Anything you have to face mark, you have to remove it. As soon as you log in, then you come to elections. You click on elections. It will take you to this place here. Then you take the PVC of the person, take his surname. If you take his surname, then you click on the voters register you have. Like this one, his surname is Bayode. I'm using Bayode as the surname so that I can accredit this voter. Then you come to the place here where the cursor is blinking, asking of the surname. So I can type Bayode here. Bayode. Then I move to accreditation. Don't put that VIN number. Don't put the surname and the VIN number again. Don't put the two. Just take one. Then you click on accreditation. You see, as soon as you click accreditation, it will pop up the data of Bayode, as I rightly did now on the system. Then from there, you can click on the accreditation data. It will take you to verify. So now I want to verify that voter that comes with the PVC, whether he is the rightful owner of the PVC or not. So there are two ways of verification. I will click on the verify. There are two ways of the verification. It's either to verify him using his photo or to verify him using his fingerprint. Now let me use the fingerprint. Since taking photo here is giving me a help because of that. So I will take the fingerprint. As soon as you click the fingerprint, it will ask you to place your finger.
All right, that's it about the video. Let's quickly take one or two submissions out there. Please just give me a minute to sort that out. All right, we have this, and this is by Shine Brave. Says, if BVAS can authenticate a person, a voter, without PVC, then Mahmoud, the professor, must tell us why the need for a PVC. This country is full of wasters. With this be true. Okay, let me try to explain this a bit. Now, BVAS, as we know, we've often heard or always heard that is the tool that will be used. And now we are getting to also know that, okay, we are getting to also know that from the training or from that video, we get to know that all the, so when you approach, they get your voters card to check the surname, and then the name is imputed. Afterwards, they have two authentication. The next step would either be facial recognition or thumbprint. Then they go for, I mean, it went for thumbprint. That means you are doing it. So it is possible that, now what I'm saying is, initially, like, so with all the old PVC, the process, but reading some submissions, it makes sense that, yeah, okay, people cannot just be there. You need, like, to be sure that you are qualified, and that's where the PVC and all that comes in. Maybe that makes sense. Okay, that should make sense. That should make sense, right? All right. Now, those people that they are saying they will get their PVCs next year, or that might not meet the election because they will not be getting the card, those people should be eligible to vote, because I mean, they have their data on the system. It's a whole lot of theory, and that's why Osen is asking that. So why then do we need PVC if what they need is your surname, which you can say? And then they would have to verify the picture that they are seeing there looking at you. And then you also have to verify by using your thumbprint. I hope you understand. Okay, so let's take, if you need me to shed more light or break it down, please say something to me on the comment section. Let's continue with this tweet. Let's continue with this, yeah. This is from Big Remy. Says that's where they steal the money from and hide under production of PVC. Says there is not going to be a good leadership in this country so long as everybody remains selfish and greedy. This is from Donny Adetola. Says, as a serving copper, I was the APO1 in my polling unit during the election that saw BVAS being used for the first time in Delta State. Some electorates were allowed to vote provided the machine authenticates or recognizes their faces. Okay, so another revelation is that people have been voting even without PVC. I mean, because they've been using BVAS since. They've been using BVAS. Okay, the year is not stated. The year is not stated, but I want to also jump facts here. But this is not the first election that, this would not be the first election that BVAS is being used. See, the loopholes are really coming out here, and oh dear, INEC needs, they have a lot of explaining to do to us, a lot of explaining that we will actually understand. And this is by Shedi. Shedi says, first, the PVC serves as an access card to the polling unit, some sort of ID. As a voter, knowing who we are, even unregistered folks would queue up to try their luck at voting, thereby wasting unnecessary time and creating chaos at the polls. All right. Okay, this says, if BVN done years ago can still bring out details of the owner of the BVN, I see no reason why BVAS cannot read fingerprints of people regardless of the age, or else there's something we are not being told. All right. Okay, let's take this last tweet. This says, why should you vote without PVC? Nigeria have not reached such level yet. There will be lots of double and triple voting from one individuals. Also, there will be series of underage voting. Are we not already dealing with that? So the revelation of from that video, we are getting to know that people can vote without their PVCs, and also people can vote without their PVCs. But nice, let's catch a reaction to this.
How can people vote without PVC? It's not that one is not normal for people to vote without PVC. It's not normal, So I don't know how that works in their election, this thing, So how we, if at the stage that Nigeria is right now, if they allow people to vote without PVC, meaning that there will be a lot of fraud, If people are still voting with PVC, with identity, there's still fraud. Imagine when someone is voting without PVC. if it's a country, if it's a country that is digitalized, like a developed country here, that one is possible. That one you can still count on it that there will be limit of fraud. But a country like Nigeria, when they are even interpreting Amajiri children, then you want people you want to allow people to vote without PVC. That just believe that one is going to be a lot of problem. A lot of corruption will go on. A lot of people will vote without PVC in a country where they are already voting completing people who does not have PVC. So that one, I don't know. That one is just a ringing for me. That is not election.
Okay, but Anais, you have BVN.
BVN.
Yes, you have BVN.
No, I don't have it.
You don't have it. Okay, so I'll try to. Okay, let's have. We have Mr. Pansat here. Let me hear Mr. Pansat's submission. Mr. Pansat, how you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast again, sir.
Yes, Emma, how are you? And brother, nice. I throw a salute to everybody.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Pansat.
Yes, sir. And to everybody in the comment section. Emma, you're doing a wonderful job as always. We less than 90 days, I guess 86 days to the inauguration of Peter Obi. There's no reason equating what used to happen before when Nigerians were complacent with what's about to happen in February. The biggest joke anybody would do is try to rig this election when Nigerians are weak. So, matter of fact, people are these people in power right now. They're saved by one grace, and that is this election. People are just saying, you know what? Let's just wait it out. Nigerians are not violent people. They're patient, and they're waiting for that election to take place. So it's inefficient to try to rig the election. If Tinubu is smart, then what he would do is like use the military and take over the government, because that's more effective and more efficient. But trying to rig the election in the glare of Nigerians, smart Nigerians, people have invested a lot. The youth, the entire country, north to south, we've invested a lot to do it democratically. And that's what's going to happen. If you attempt to rig the election, well, the residue will be there that you rigged the election. We're going to see that you rigged it. You got candidates who cannot face Nigerian people. They cannot go to the press. They're sick. Hand they shake. Leg they shake. Mouth they talk nonsense. Then you're going to come and say that person won the election. It's impossible. Trust me. So we're going to do it with provide the PVC or provide the AKs, because we're all Nigerians. There's nobody more Nigerian than the other. We want the democratic election. You got time, put in the effort, try to win it. If Tinubu wins it, we're not going to let anybody take it away from him. If Atiku wins it, we're not going to let anybody take it away from him. If Obi that he wins it, they're going to form a cabinet and form a government. And we're going to be, the Nigerian people who give them that mandate are going to be behind them. And then if you INEC, the most stupid thing you could do is try to rig the election by any means, including not providing the PVCs or whatever the nomenclature is. We're going to have an election. Let's not be defeatist. There's nothing, they cannot do anything. The only thing they can do is to win that election fairly. This is not 2015, 2019. No. The complacency is gone. It's an act of survival for most Nigerians. A lot of people are getting killed. So no, I'm going there. Let me say hello to my friend Dr. Gomez, a proud Lagosian, a doctor here, and a supporter of a lot of these platforms. including this one, and some others that I don't like. But he's been judicious in trying to help all these platforms spread the news. I don't like some of his politics, but it's still a brother, you know. We all don't have to agree, but we have to do it fairly. When that election day comes on, there's one thing I'm telling people on this platform: double your effort to win that election. If we win it, we're gonna know. INEC is not the only arbiter. There'll be international organizations. There'll be smart Nigerians like us. And if there's any shenanigans, then so now I prefer that personally. But you know, I think I'm in the minority in that. Most people want clean cut, no violence election where we start rebuilding the country. A lot of people are dying. The economy is in shambles. Nobody cares. Nobody's listening to Nigerians. No matter what we're going through, we have nobody who's patriotic president or Senate president or Chief Justice or Speaker that will say to Nigerians, you know what? We're here. We're going to come to your aid. We understand what you're going through. Take heart. We have nobody like that in the country for many years now, almost a decade. So don't worry. Put the effort in. INEC is not the only arbiter. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pansat, thank you for that. How are you doing, Mr. Pansat? It's been a really, really long time, and it's good to have you again on the broadcast. And also a big shout out to you, Dr. Gomez. It's good to have you on the broadcast too. Thank you for coming around, or thank you for stopping by, Dr. Gomez. A big thank you to Osagbofo. Osagbofo, thank you so very much for being on here. I really do appreciate your time on here with us. Thank you very much. A big thank you to Dixie Momo. Well, Dixie Momo, I think I am also meeting you for the first time. If this is your first time on here with us, welcome to Niger Watch. Please do also subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is to every other person. So please do also subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell. Like our broadcast, like our every broadcast, please. Thank you very much. Welcome once again. All right. Yes, we talked about a young, no, none of them are young. 3 Nigerian men that were caught on the rudder of a ship. That was caught on the rudder of a ship. So, Brother Nice, I asked you to go first. Okay, because of my network, we couldn't get each other clearly. But I did that because I felt that you just might be in a position, seeing on, I mean, if connecting how you also left or attempted to leave the country, and if you would understand the plight, of those young men that would say, they would rather do this, take their chance on this, than being here. I'd like you to give a submission on, that state of mind in this 2022, having access on being on the sea for 11 days like that.
Yeah, thank you again, Mr. Missima, and Mr. Pansa. Thanks for coming, and I greet everyone again. Yeah, that situation is a hopelessness. When people don't have hope in their country anymore, and people don't believe in their leaders anymore. When people don't see any future in their country, and they are not seeing any future for themselves in that country, that is where these decisions comes to people's mind. You cannot tell me that a Dubai citizen can be sitting down thinking how to go and take that kind of boat, that kind of risk to other person's land when he's living fine, when he's living like a king in his own country. He's not thinking of insecurity. He's not thinking of kidnapping in his home country. He has free education to any standard that he wants in his country. So do you think that any citizen of Dubai or Qatar or Emirates, any Emirate country, will take such decision? No. It is a citizen of a country where there is hopelessness. That is where the citizens take this kind of decisions. You understand? That is just the truth. It's very simple. That you see, sub-Saharan Africa, we have a lot of work to do in our politics, our government. If we don't have the consciousness of voting the right leader in power, this is what we will be facing. You understand? Just look at it from West Africa to East Africa to all those places, you know, in sub-Saharan Africa. That is what we are facing. We always elect a wrong leaders in our government. The leader who have no clue of governor. That is the problem we are having. Just look at it from time of military to date. Look at the state of Nigeria. Only one person, only one leader, just a king, transform in 30 years, transform a desert, become the Dubai that we have today. Only one king. He's not a previous leader, just one person. But since we have independence, we have almost about leaders that have been in power in Nigeria since we have independence with our resources the British left us with. But in today, we cannot boast of stable light. So that is why I told you that black men have problem. I'm telling you, they are not willing to learn. The only thing they do, greediness and argument, you know. But we should continue to pray to God that God should give us a kind-hearted leader. People, the leaders that will love his people, that love Nigerians, you know, and a God-fearing person above all. That is why I'm still clamoring for Peter Obi. I still trust him a bit because he's the person that still has fear of God in his heart. Maybe if he want to do some things, he will still think twice and say, no, this will not be pleasing to my God, to my faith. So he will still do the right thing. That's just the truth. All these people that believe in all these people that is in Freemason, that have sold their soul to the devil, if we have them in power, all those people that always put their religion before the people, they always swear to their religion before their people they are leading. They will not lift their people away from poverty. They will not do the right thing. Just look at Buhari. Buhari came into power. To form a government, he spent 6 months to form a government. After that, he still traveled to Saudi Arabia to go and pray to his God, Allah. He still spent almost about 3 months or 2 months in Saudi Arabia to pray. Out of all those time that he wasted to start working, he still came back from Saudi Arabia. We did not hear from him. Till date now, no action. He did not secure our border. He left all his Fulani to invade Nigeria. Till date, Fulani are doing business of kidnapping. He does not care if Nigerians are dying in the hands of these people. Insecurity. So I'm telling you, hunger in the land, people are running away. It does not bother him. You understand?
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Nice. Thank you. Thank you for that perspective. All right, Mr. Passat, would you like to comment on that?
Yes, obviously, Brother Nice treated that subject very well. It's despair, true, but it's even more sinister than that. A lot of our people are in survival mode right now. That's hopelessness, as Brother Nice stated, distress, anguish, pain. A lot of pain in Nigeria. Now, the unhappiness has been there for a long time. This administration didn't bring it by. Our country, we have not maximized utility at all. We've had nothing but horrible leadership, almost from inception of the country. But now you got depression. I know we discussed this about a month and a half ago, and I was making the case there's no way that 90-something% of Nigerians are not depressed because the situation on the ground. You know, gloom, melancholy, misery everywhere you look. Because there are things that states, the governments are supposed to do. All that's lacking. There's no security, there's no protection, there's no infrastructure. I mean, these are even asking for too much. People just want to survive, they want to leave. So that's what led to that young man or woman, I don't know the sex, to get into the rudder of the ship. That's a steering. Could be hurt, could be killed, but he didn't care as far as he got the hell out of that country. Most people are in a survival mode. I don't know if you're getting used to it, but this is the time to do something about it. All right, for those who could get out, get out. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I got out, but I'm heading that way this time. I'm heading back because now I'm more comfortable to be able to deal with this situation. We have to rescue the country because that should be like Nirvana. Nigeria should be a beautiful place that God has made for us. You know, the real son of the soil. Nigerians, especially the northern Nigeria, I'm urging them to do everything to remove all this fallenness, the pessimism in our country, so we could actually get a hold of ourselves, so we could deal with the real enemy. All northern Nigerians and southwesterners should do is to say, let's go. And Africa could be freed and emancipated. That's all you have to do. Join your brothers and sisters in the north, in the south and in the north. Okay, join your fellow Africans to rescue that giant. It's a giant of a country. We have the resources, we have the people, we have the culture, we have the land. Let's rescue our country from scoundrels that there's nothing they're going to do for you. These people don't care about anybody. At the most, their family. So if you're a northerner, Muslim, southwesterner, Christian, Muslim, Igbo, Yoruba, any tribe, we got 88 days for you to change your mind and think bigger. Think about Africa, blacks all over the world. Believe it or not, that's where they've got us right there in that country. That's why I'm sacrificing myself for this. I want us to get it right. Let's join hands together. What are we asking for? Think about it. What are we asking for? That's this young man that got into this rudder. If he could go overseas if he wants to, but he doesn't have to go desperately, because he will have his country to latch on his hope on. He will have us. He will have the country, the government, the schools will be taken care of. We have freedom. You could practice your religion wherever whoever you worship, and you could worship it freely without interference. The schools will be well organized and funded. There'll be jobs. There'll be infrastructure. There'll be roads. You'll be looked after. If there's going to be flooding, we'll know months ahead and be able to build it out so that there'll be no devastation. There'll be study done to make sure that you're secure. That's what we're asking for, a good country. This has nothing whatsoever to do with any individual, any group, any tribe. It's all in our hands. A new generation that's going to say, you know what? Let's rebuild our country. Let's make this country a great place, so that those of us who are doing very well overseas are going to say, you know what? It's time to go home. There's nothing like home. Who wants to be in a country where people are being tribal? You have to understand, those of us, for example, I'm in the United States, right? You have every country here. You have every religion. You have white people, you have black people, you have every single country. Your neighbor to your left is probably Egyptian. Your neighbor in front of you is from Holland. And there is no problem. None. No fights. Nobody looking at you strangely. You have nothing like that here. Now, occasionally you have a few things here and there in the ignorant areas. But everybody's here. When Nigerians who are from another tribe come out here, they don't even show anything like that. They're timid and do their thing and go. Nobody feels better than anybody. So there are societies like that. We want to bring it home so that our engineers could come home, our medical doctors could come home, our farmers will come home. We have a lot of talented, resourceful Nigerians all over the world, giving away all that talent to other people who don't deserve it. We want to be able to come and re-engineer the schools from kindergarten to tertiary education. And if you give us that chance, in 10 years, you're going to be proud of your country. You're going to be proud of your country. It doesn't, Atiku, Peter Obi, Agbado, whatever his name is there, Tinubu, his money doesn't mean anything. All those, if you put all their monies together, just one person, an entrepreneur here, make that much money in a day. Clean. So don't worship money. Money is nothing. Respect your country, your fellow countrymen. Don't worship the government, even Nigerian government. The thing that matters there is you and me and our brothers and our sisters from entire Nigeria. If Nigeria is gotten right, every single culture we have in Nigeria is a huge, huge asset for us. People are gonna want to come over there to see all kinds of things, all the cultures. That's what we have above most people. You can have a monotonous culture or one tribe or even one religion. What kind of society is that? That's a poor society. So every time you look at Nigerians, so you see all the differences, that's our asset. That's what people covet. So don't vote based on somebody's wealth, religion, tribe. You're shortchanging yourself, because I'm telling you, trust me on this one. If we get it right in 10 years, we're going to be proud of ourselves that we did it without violence. And we're Nigerians again. And we're going to be respected. Prestige is a good thing to have in a country. A country that has prestige has a lot. So if you see that, but for the grace of God, I'm that man that went into that rudder. Anybody who is adventurous, daring, would get in that rudder to get the hell out of that country. So I'm urging others, I'll end with this. I'm heading back. A lot of people need us. A lot of the Chibok girls, that crime is not over. Now, I use that as an example because there are a lot of other crimes like that. It's a bunch of idiots who commit those kind of crimes. The residue is right there. We could find them. Those people who took those girls, they're going to have to produce them, and they're going to get punished for it. I don't care who won this election. We can't have girls in a dormitory or in a secondary school taking exams, and you're going to come take 300 girls. That makes, if we let it happen without punishment, it means we're animals. Because there's no other country in this world, anything like that will happen, and you just forget about it. Defenseless young girls in a school trying to take an exam. So on top of that, the corporate who has some questions to answer, he wants to be the vice president, which means he's going to prolong the process of finding out what happened there. I don't care if it's the last thing I do on this planet. Those girls, we have to find out what happened. And shame on the United Nations, United States, Britain, European Union, anybody who claims to be a civilized society. Shame on you. 300 girls, defenseless, went to take an exam. And what they call terrorists come in there and load them up and marry them off, and they're having children, and you're sitting there where you have the ability to find and rescue those girls. So you're not doing it. Shame on you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pansa, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you to you, Kisley. Thank you for being on this broadcast. Thank you to you, Osagovo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Mom Diaspora saying a big thank you to you also. Yes, sir.
Yeah, finish. If you finish, then I'll continue.
Okay, all right. But nice, let's have you. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Pansa, I heard you just said that you want to go back to Nigeria now. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Pansa, because we don't want to lose anybody. There's insecurity in Nigeria. There's still kidnappers everywhere. Don't go back to Nigeria now. Let them change that government.
It's me they have to worry about. Okay? That's my country. I'm going back. They cannot do anything. Trust me. I'll video myself in from there. I'm going to land there. I'm going home. So actually, they ought to be worried about me, not me worried about them. Why should I worry about them? They're a bunch of bastards. There's insecurity because we let there be insecurity. It's them who should be insecure in that country. It's them. They should be insecure, not me. I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that let us have a new leader first. By grace of God, Peter Obi will emerge as the next president of Nigeria. So that we can sanitize our security force, so that they can secure the country before anybody in diaspora should go back home. That is what I'm trying to let you understand. Because now, people in their radar is people from diaspora, all those kidnappers. So Nigeria is a hotspot for them now, especially when they have a new currency that is just out now. So that one is their business right now.
I appreciate that. That's if it's a counterintuitive thing, believe it or not, those people who do that nonsense, that go and kidnap those girls or go and shoot up, they're the cowards. They are a bunch of cowards.
I understand your pain.
Yeah, they cannot do anything. Or they can kill me, fine, that's fine. But what I'm saying to you is that they are the cowards. They're a bunch of cowards. You go and you kill defenseless people, okay? But foreigners will come into your country. You heard about it. They took your people as slaves and everything. They still come back and take your resources. You're such a macho man. You don't do anything about that. What you're doing is diasporans who come home to try to invest in the country or do something, who are harmless, who are not armed. If you kill somebody like that, that's a sucker punch. You're a coward. You haven't done anything. I'm done. I've lived a life. All right. I don't need anything. I'm in my 60s. I could die now. That's fine. Kill me. But the point I'm making to you is that they are the cowards. They cannot do anything. I'm telling you. You can't be afraid of these people. They can't do anything. Idiots.
All right, Mr. Pansa, thank you for your submission, Brother Nice. Thank you also. Oh dear, Brother Nice, you still want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. So that is just an advice for Mr. Pansa, and what I'm trying to let the Nigerians understand that if we want to change that system drastically, we need a serious revolution in Nigeria. Just look at Iran today. It's just because a girl that died in the police custody that spiked this revolution that is happening in Iran today. They said they don't want that leader, that their supreme leader anymore. That man that is oppressing them. They said they don't want that man. Now the government is shaking. The man is scared now. So people don't care. People came out on the street. They occupy the street. That's what Nigerians are supposed to do right now. And let me just use this to tell Nigerians. If they steal this election from Peter Obi, let it begin the beginning of revolution in Nigeria. Nigeria should occupy the streets. We should force this government out of power. You see all these our governors, all states, they need to make sure that they chase all governors away from all states. Though to South, to South, to North, all of them should hold all their governor responsible. They should, all the governor houses, they should freeze all of them. That is where we have to start from. If we don't chase these people out of power, Nigeria, they will not release Nigeria. These people, this cabal, we need to make sure that we occupy the streets and chase these people out of their government houses. That is where we are going to start from. Thank you so very much.
All right, Brother Nice, thank you very much. Also, a big welcome, big welcome to Dixon Mama, our newest member. Welcome, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Welcome. I'll sing for you when I get off the broadcast. But thank you, it's good to have you. I'm sure I'll have an interesting time with you, Dixon. All right, Mr. Kennedy, how are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Good day to you, sir.
I'm okay. Thank you very much, and good evening from here. Actually, I wanted to join. I just fell asleep. I heard Brother Nice telling Brother Pansa not to come to me, so that one just woke me up. And I decided to join. So I didn't quite. I didn't hear everything you discussed. It was that one that fitted into my ear, so I just woke up. So I'll be following you from now. Thank you.
Okay, you came in just the nick of time. We were rounding off the broadcast, and Mr. Pastor said he was coming back to Nigeria to, do some work on ground, get involved in what is happening in the country. And Brother Nice, said that he shouldn't. That's even my question I was going to. So, Brother Nice, you think people in diaspora should stay back there and not come back home and join people at home to form a Voltron and fight this fight together? Are we? I thought that was going to happen at some point. I would expect that, maybe not everybody, but you have, I mean, when we say occupy, that everybody is home and ready. I thought that's what is going to happen. So you're saying that you should stay back. I don't understand. Mr.
What I
Kennedy.
mean,
No,
what I
I want to
mean,
I want to move on to someone. I will come back to you. It's
okay.
another discussion. Mr. Kennedy, please, 2 minutes.
Uh,
Welcome to the broadcast.
Okay, thank you very much. We are coming. We are coming. We cannot be asked not to come to our homeland. We are all coming. A lot of people have even left, and some are coming. We'll be there. I'll be there in 2 weeks. We'll be there. So, this country or these countries we are enjoying today, people fought. People fought to liberate these countries. Why shouldn't we fight to liberate our countries? So we should be there. So those of us that can vote, we have to, summon courage to vote. Those of us that cannot vote, we have to sensitize people on how they should vote. We have some resources. We can use our money to sensitize people. We can use our wherewithal or any wherewithal at our disposal to sensitize people. But we just have to do our best to make sure the country is liberated. I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to see what is going on, even if I'm not going to be there till February. But I want to be there for about 2 months and see what I can do. We got to be there. We are not cowards. How can we run away from our countries? These white people never ran away. They all stayed here. Imagine after the Second World War in Japan, some people were traveling, running away to Brazil and all that. So the government of the country said no payment. No, it was what I had. I didn't read it though. There are no payment. If you want to serve in the government, it has to be free. And people volunteer to serve for free. They volunteered to serve for free. They were serving. They were only given, the Japanese people called obento. You prepare your obento from your house. That's your wife will have to give you this. That is like this rice. They'll give you. You put it in the flax. You take it to work and serve the government until when the government become very stabilized, they begin to pay stipends to people that are, serving the country. So why should we run away? I'm not running away. I know definitely some people will stay back, but we are not staying back. We are coming home. Thank you very much.
All right, brother, nice, please.
Yeah, I cannot stop who has made up his mind to go. And what I mean that is because of the insecurity. You understand? I don't see any way someone that loves his country will not said he want to go back home to contribute to his country. Definitely, even me myself, I want to go home to do as much I can. You understand? It's just because of the situation right now where we find ourselves. Because what I just said is what I mean now is that like why I said majority some people from diaspora should not because of the tension right now to just decide to go back because all these kidnapper now their business now they've just focused it on this thing diasporans. You understand? So anyway, anybody want to go, the only thing I will advise them, you can stay around the town, public place. Don't go to all those rural area or maybe in the northern part of Nigeria. I can advise you can go home, stay around your family, see your family, stay in the town. Don't go to all those rural area. That is all I can say. And if when we were talking about to fight to liberate Nigeria, if it's to fight to liberate Nigeria today, they call everybody to say, okay, come now, let's occupy the street. Definitely, I will be there. I will be the first person to be in Nigeria because I want Nigeria to be liberated from this cabal. You understand? I will be the forefront of that protest. You understand? So anything that happen, let it happen. But I know I fought for a good cause. That's just the truth. So, you fought for this thing to liberate your country. Even this place that we here today, as like what Mr. Kennedy said, people die for it. A lot of monument here. People that fight the revolution to liberate their country. A lot of people, they are still paying homage to them. They lost their life for it. So definitely, it will happen. But what I'm saying is that we should try and use our wisdom to make sure we do it through this bylaw boss to change the government.
All right, but
but if they did not accept it with the bylaw board, they want to frustrate our efforts, then we turn it to revolution. That time we will occupy the street. That's what I mean.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that clarification. Mr. Chimaobi, welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing? Oh, Mr. Chimaobi, I'm so sorry. Your network is your network is not pleasant. I'm so sorry. Please fix that. Please fix that. Thank you very much. Okay, to each and every one of you on this broadcast, thank you for being on here. I'm sorry, apologies. Due to logistics reasons, we have to end this broadcast earlier than usual, but we'll be having our 5 p.m. broadcast today. Do well to join us by 5 p.m. Do well to turn on your notification bell. If you are yet to, please turn it on. Jacob D, it's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for being here. Jacob Obedience. Jacob Obedience says we are all tired of this bad government. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry, I cannot keep strolling and getting your name. These people just won't allow me. G Simon, thank you. Kingsley, thank you. Thank you each and every one of you, to my amazing panelists, Brother Nice, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Pastor. Thank you. Big thank you to each and every one of you that has also donated to the platform. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marky Rabo. Thank you. I hope. Thank you very much. Thank you also, Mr. Pansat. You did. Thank you very much. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. A newspaper review tomorrow, 10 a.m. Please do well to join me. 10 a.m. Turn on your notification bell. I'll be looking forward to hearing from each and every one of you. To each and every one of you, my amazing panelists out there, I'm saying big thank you to you again. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Join us by 5 p.m. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.
Oh.